make him pay for this, I'll make him pay for that.
Okay,
I
hold
know
on.
when you
When you say make him pay for it, you sell him?
any dude that deals with me gotta pay.
There's nothing more heartbreaking than when his friends hit you up after the breakup. If his friends try to hook up with you after the breakup,
know that you didn't mean anything to their friend. You are just there for sex and they want to have their turn.
Me personally, I hate getting drunk and going home to no men.
That's the reason why most guys don't like women that party a lot, because like what she said here, she doesn't like to go out and drink and go back home without a guy, or without going back home where they get it, guys.
If a guy wants to go 50-50 with you on a first date, here's what I want you to say. Oh, I can't even believe I didn't offer. I just assumed it would be emasculating for you. But no, if you're fine with it, no, I'm happy to pay half.
But that is going to backfire on you if the guy is not planning on seeing you again. That can only maybe work if, let's say, the guy plans to see you again. But if he doesn't want, or he just want to hit, that will backfire on you, trust me.
If you're ever scared you like messed up things with a guy like too bad, know that I publicly humiliated men. Like, not just talking about them, but like a picture of their face, and it got like 4 million views. And he still came back. So like, I was just thinking it's literally impossible to get rid of men. Like, they will always come back. And like, the video's still up. Like, no shame. Crazy girl's winning.
There's no way that I'm gonna date a man that makes under 200K.
They weren't joking when they said the more money you make, the more problems you have, but god damn.
I don't want to be an independent woman anymore. This is not all that it's cracked up to be. Been doing it for quite some time now, and tired. Somebody come get me.
The answer is hell no.
The most recent guy that I talked to just hit a huge achievement today, and just as I was about to text him, congratulations, I remembered that there's probably a ton of girls right now telling him that, okay? And I have to stand above the rest, so I'm just not gonna say it anymore, right? Because nothing makes me more upset than to think about all the women who are thanking him, okay? I can't be disguised in that fog, okay? He has to wait from validation from me. Okay, and you're like, Sophia, that's mean. He had a huge achievement, whatever. I'm sitting here with the bills unpaid. Okay, I'm just saying, if he wanted to impress me, he didn't have to go out and do that much. He just had to pay my bills.
No, that won't help him in any way. So he has to do much for himself. He has to invest in himself. What if the relationship doesn't work, the one that is currently in? You'll be able to get another woman. So you can't just invest in one woman. What if the relationship fails? No other person will see what the other woman saw in you. If you are broke, the other woman was able to date you, the next woman won't be able to date your brokenness. So you have to invest in yourself so that you keep the attractiveness. I'm just saying here.
I would at least say thank you. That's what and so therefore I'm staying silent. Okay, yeah, you had a huge achievement. Cool. And the biggest achievement is taking care of me. So like, do that or something. I don't know.
Why is it that the more successful I've become, the less that men seem to want to date me?
Because of the change in behavior and your attitude. When you didn't have money, maybe you were pleasant to be around with. Now that you're making a lot of money, you want to wear the pants now in a relationship. You want to boss men around and you become just something else. So it has nothing to do with money. I've never seen a guy who be like, oh, she makes so much money. No, there's no way I can date her. Mostly it's the behavior. Be like, no, man, she's not a nice person.
Those of you who are further along in your careers, I'm really curious to hear what your experience has been with this, so wanted to share mine. I always get told that I am too intimidating just because...
Nope, it has nothing to do with that. Men are never intimidated by women's success. But we are turned off by the behavior of those women that are successful. Imagine like you have to put, strong and independent. I'm strong and independent. Even the strongest men, we don't go around saying I'm strong and independent. I'm stronger than you and independent, telling other men. If I have more money than other men, then I go around telling these other men I'm strong and independent. I'm strong and I have more money than you. Imagine, those men will be like, that guy doesn't make sense. So it's the same thing, because anytime any woman gets to have so much money or they're making so much money, the strong and independent always comes in.
Because I am a strong, independent woman doesn't mean that I want to be that in every single category of my life, because I'll tell you, I'm exhausted and I would really love to have some help sometimes. And I miss having a kind of companionship and partnership. And I want to still be able to have my hobbies. I want my partner to have their hobbies, right? Or future partner, because I'm single. When I go on first dates, I try really hard to not talk too much about my job. I really want to get to know the other person, what they care about, things that they like to do, and just enjoy their presence and have a good time. I'm not here to be, like it's like some kind of interview or something like that. And so I actually try not to answer too many questions about my job. Like I just kind of try to quickly, oh yeah, this is what I do, and then like try to move on, I've actually had an amazing dating experience so far in New York. I've been here for almost a year now. I also think that it's not necessarily a bad thing to have this automatic filter. I've come to embrace it. It's just kind of interesting because I noticed that people make a lot of comments, or they kind of put me on some kind of pedestal, or they just make these observations. It's hard to pinpoint exactly, but I'm curious if anyone else, especially career women, if you've had this experience before. I try really hard to just not talk about what I do for work. I would say from my experience, this is gender specific, and I've only noticed this with men. As a bisexual woman, I haven't had this experience when dating women or non-binary individuals. This is what my friends who are married don't understand. First off, it is so difficult to have been single throughout the entire pandemic and go through that profound trauma all alone without some kind of support system. And I also think it's difficult that you're no one's priority. Like there aren't really people checking up on me in the same way as if you have someone to come home to. I don't have a partner. I've been single for at least almost 4 years, since November of 2019, whatever, however long that is. And it's just so difficult because you realize that you have to be your own knight in shining armor, that there's no one coming to save you, that there's no one really is there for you. Like you're alone at the end of the day. And it's so much harder to go through the ups and downs and tumultuousness of life when you don't have companionship and you don't have a partner. And it sucks.
Guys, thanks for watching and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.